The laws and rules comes into existence to help us live better and to live in the best possible manner. But at some time, when we don't consider, when we don't reflect and evaluate how and why these rules are made or these laws are made, what's the purpose of these laws? The very rule or the very law can work against us. The rule or the law is made to help us be better, to help us be good. But at some time, we could be so enslaved and so much controlled by this law and this rule that we forget what is good and start worshipping this law and this rule. Today's gospel has a good example. When this woman approaches Jesus on a Sabbath. Now, on the Sabbath, there were so many guidelines that they could not get into doing something or doing a particular type of work. And as Jesus was teaching at these holy places, this woman approaches, a woman who has been possessed, and these leaders keep waiting to trap Jesus to see whether he is going to help this woman or is going to keep the Sabbath. Now Jesus heals her, unties her from this bondage of Satan, relieves her, and she is being cured. Now this is an eye-opening for us. As I have mentioned, the rule or the law which was made precisely to help us, precisely to do some good to us, toward the community, at times can work against us when we lose the track. Now this Sabbath, or we can consider Sunday, it was created to glorify God. It was a holiday in order that we be refreshed, we be revived in our zeal for God, that we grow in our own holiness, in our spiritual life. But see what's happening here. This woman who is being possessed by a spirit, the law is being used by these leaders to protect this Satan, to protect this possession. In a way, it is there to glorify the Satan. But Jesus knew what he was doing, and he did not care what these leaders were to say. For him, the law, the rule did not matter if it was for good. Now, a lot of times we can get into this legalism, this compartmentalization of our daily lives. We don't exactly know for what the rule is made, for what the law is made. And we make these compartments. For us, obeying the rule and the law is different, and doing good and doing right is different. It had the same meaning. The law was an instrument. The law was imposed so that we be good. Humanity may be good. But at times, these rules and these laws can restrict us so much. At times with this legalism that just this, follow this, no matter what's right, this type of attitude sometimes harms us, sometimes harms the people in need. Let us see in how many things that we try to abstain on Sundays, which doesn't glorify God, which doesn't keep this Sunday holy or make us holy or make us better, rather than which encourages bad, which supports bad. And let us try to shun it, stop it, avoid it as possible in order to keep up the spirit of Sunday or the spirit of Sabbath.